The cover of darkness is gone.
Move back!
A burst of machine gun fire rips through the chopper. Spytak, the gunner next to Corey, is shot. Both pilots are wounded. The guns shred the right engine's turbine blades. The 27-ton Chinook falters.
I heard that engine whine, and I just broke into a cold sweat.
Then, an RPG hits the Ranger's aircraft.
The aircraft was just shoved in the air to the side, and then just fell out from under us.
The Chinook crashes into the snow just 73 meters from the Al-Qaeda camp. Lamoureux turns to his fallen colleague.
Hang in there, buddy.
But Spytak is already dead. Like the SEALs before them, the Rangers' rescue mission is turning into a fight for survival. Al-Qaeda continue to unload a barrage of fire. The Rangers are sitting ducks. Nate Self falls as he runs out of the helicopter. 2 Rangers are shot, exiting the chopper.
I knew that they were dead, and it registered with me for a second. The enemy's gunfire really brought me back to the here and now.
Self attempts to return fire, but his gun jams, and he is forced to take one from a dead comrade.
We were in such a bad place. There was no cover. The only cover was provided by our own gunfire.
As the battle rages, Al-Qaeda fighters shoot 3 more Americans. More than 45 meters down the mountain, a separate battle is taking place. The Navy SEALs who came back for Neil Roberts are under enemy fire and in need of rescue. 2 of the men are badly wounded. At Bagram Air Base, General Hagenbeck watches live pictures from the battlefield.
About everything that could go haywire occurred. And they were literally in the fight for their life from the moment the wheels touched down.
On Takagar, medic Corey Lamoureux and his patients take cover in the downed Chinook. 4 men are dead. 3 are wounded. One of the pilot's hands has been almost severed.
He was pumping blood probably 6 feet in the air, just like the movies.
Ranger Captain Nate Self must take his men out of the open ground. An Al-Qaeda fighter fires another RPG at the men.
When I saw the RPG coming at me, for a split second I was just waiting for the pain to set in.
Self is hit, but the snow diminishes the shrapnel damage.
That hurts, but I can deal with it.
Captain Self makes it to the shelter of rock outcrops.
The gun battle was all one-sided. The enemy was just unloading a ton of ammunition on us.
Al-Qaeda have already shot down 2 American helicopters. The stranded Rangers must start calling their own shots.
I need air support!
Ranger Captain Self calls in nearby air support. 2 F-15 jet fighters appear on the horizon. Each aircraft is equipped with a 20mm multi-barreled machine gun. and massive 500-pound bombs. The Rangers are too close to the enemy's bunkers for bombs. They too would be in the line of fire.
Give me gun! Give me gun!
Self calls in the guns. The F-15 fires a barrage of rounds into the peak. The pilot makes another pass. The second F-15 does a run, firing into the enemy bunker. But Al-Qaeda fighters continue to return fire. The airstrikes have had little effect.
There was no way out of the situation but to do something. If I sat there, then everyone would die.
Al-Qaeda are inflicting a humiliating blow on one of the world's most sophisticated military forces. This is situation critical. 20 Army Rangers from the Quick Reaction Force are sent in to rescue a Special Operations SEAL team stranded on an Afghan mountain. Like the SEALs before them, they are ambushed. Al-Qaeda are creating chaos in the American forces.
The team wasn't really operating as a team. I really expected more people to get off the aircraft. I kept thinking, where's the rest of the people that should have been behind me?
When the second Quick Reaction Force land, 610 meters down the mountain, they are immediately confused by the terrain. They struggle up the mountainside.
And the silence was broken relatively soon by gunshots. So that directed my attention up, and I looked at the mountaintop, and it was really far away.
It will take hours to reach the other Rangers, who are pinned down in the snow on the peak of Takagar, and whose situation has just got worse. They're under heavy mortar fire.
That shifted my gears mentally. We needed to do something quickly.
Captain Self calls in air support again. This time, they will bomb the enemy. The first pilot flies a dry run. He is then cleared for a strike. Moving at 300 meters per second, the F-16 launches a 500-pound bomb. If it hits, it will wipe out the Al-Qaeda camp. It misses. On his next run, the pilot drops another between two Al-Qaeda positions. All the F-16's bombs have missed. Al-Qaeda continue to fight. Further down the mountain, Oscar Escano and the rest of the reinforcements struggle in the snow and thin air. They are suddenly blasted with enemy mortars.
You can't really evade a mortar attack, especially not in the position that we were on. We were on a ridgeline that was so narrow. At some points, there were just sheer drop-offs on either side.
Everyone all right? Everyone okay? Good.
They are easy targets.
I knew I didn't want to die, but I accepted that I might.
The first quick reaction team still takes cover. Corey Lamoureux and the other medic are still in the stricken Chinook, trying to keep the 3 surviving wounded stable.
I felt like the situation was so bad that if I didn't do something, that no one would come home.
There are just 6 able Rangers. The rest of the men are either wounded or treating the wounded. There is only 50 meters of no man's land between them and the enemy. With airstrikes failing, Al-Qaeda's basic equipment is beating America's high-tech firepower. They are forced to retreat. It is completely demoralizing for the men.
It was embarrassing as a leader of such great warriors to stop and retrack. As Americans, we don't necessarily train the defense. We always assume that we'll be on the offensive.
The Rangers have been fighting for 4 hours. 2 Chinooks have been shot down. Airstrikes have failed. And the Army Rangers' Quick Reaction Force have been beaten back by Al-Qaeda. Captain Self's team are facing defeat.
Yeah, I was in a really troubled state of mind. There was no clear answer. There was no clear path out of the situation.
Al-Qaeda are outmaneuvering the Americans.
The enemy's tactics were impressive.